Good morning.
Good morning. Right on time. Well, actually, we're early. Woo! Look at us. Trying to beat the traffic. How you doing this morning?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Today is an especially good day. Today's my dad's birthday. Now, he's he
Oh, okay.
we lost him this year. He's not with us anymore, but still, great day. So, Sky Point, happy birthday, Dad. So I figured I'm going to memorialize that here forever, right here on the YouTube.
Good for you.
But otherwise, things are looking. What's the good $3 word we can use? Dour, maybe. Things are not things are not going especially well for the combined Union Army and Messrs. Grant and Sheridan et al. Oh well. Welcome back to everybody watching this. We are now on. I get to do my my Spinal Tap. This episode this one goes to 11. This we're on session 11 now. No, this one goes to 11. I suspect winding down. This will.
I don't know.
See, there's Pollyanna on the other side of the microphone over there. I'm just
No,
looking. I'm looking.
I've been playing with your spreadsheet. You're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, dear, sweet, adorable Roger. My morale is broke, I think. I don't know that any amount of tape and glue can fix that up.
You gotta channel your inner Grant here.
Oh, yes. Give me a cigar. I'm in the dregs of my coffee here, so maybe I need to make it an Irish coffee. I don't know. But for those of you who have stuck with us for 10 previous episodes, you've seen how it has unfolded, and here is the situation as we stand. So thank you, as always, for all of the enthusiasm and the feedback and the combined corrections, which we'll get to momentarily. We've got just a couple little minor ones on this one. And if this does happen to be the last session and we swap sides, we want you to know we appreciate it and thank you so much for watching and being along the journey with us. So, Roger, give me your opening thoughts for today.
Well, I feel I did a lot of damage to you last session in terms of manpower losses, which I felt going into the scenario the Confederate had to do. I might be wrong about that. I don't think it's over. I mean, I said I'm not going to give you any hints, but looking at my spreadsheet and where we're at, there's plenty of game left if the game doesn't end early via dice roll. I know it looks bad because of the manpower losses, but I don't think you're in a bad position.
Somebody pointed out, I think it was Holger, that for all of my manpower losses, I'm still not as bad as, I mean, we're approaching where Cold Harbor would have been, but I guess I opined that I'm like, oh, I'm losing so many men, and it's still not nearly as bad as Grant was doing up to this point. So I was like, oh, okay. So there's that little chuck of positivity I needed. But I am looking at the same map as you, and I'm figuring a few things on paper here. Mathematically, you are going to probably get the first initiative. You'll probably get a series of initiatives, and I know you've been planning all week your little tick boxes of like, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and it's going to just be magical watching it unfold. I'm going to sit here with popcorn and just see it happen. So you are not sharing what you think that I can do, and of course I'm not sharing what I think you're going to do, but time is now a significant pressure on the Union, and we're coming into our next strategic cycle. There is no auto victory here. I can't just capture Richmond and that's it.
Yes.
And there's a surrender. It's get and hold, and that's a trap. I mean, you get in there, and I've got AP Hill right there, and a ring of forts that will lock me in. So that's tricky. I don't know how to do it. So all I could do is whip on you like something caught in a trap, like a predator now smacking back at you and trying to get some of those 3-point manpower losses. That's a possibility too, but I'm just spread thin and in a dangerous spot. So we will see how it goes. But let's pivot over to our corrections. One, you and I both found. I saw it in editing, and we'll fix that. I think I've already fixed it. And the other one,
I see,
yeah, Holger pointed out to us. Of course, goofy me. I'm sitting here with the manual, and what do? My eyes. We start reading about Confederate forts, and my eyes flick immediately to Drury's Bluff and Chaffin's Bluff, and I see that their intrinsic value is 2-4, whereas all the other ones are
Oh,
one
yeah, I
and
can't
two.
believe I did the same thing reading it.
It's
I mean,
okay.
I opened it up and I think you beat me to it. So I said, oh, okay.
Now you gotta call me on that stuff, man, because
Well,
I'm always going to
you,
assume the worst. So like, oh, what's the worst possible? Oh, 2-4. Oh, these things are impregnable.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the die differential with the modifiers would mean that Potter would not have lost one manpower. So I'm thinking I'm going to take one manpower back,
Okay.
and he would still be a flipped 7-11. So I'm gonna give him one back, and then I'm going to take one off the
You're,
victory point marker, and come
that's
down to
36.
yes, 36 manpower losses. So,
Okay.
Burns, and then conversely, that was the other point that Holger pointed out was that because I attacked with Burnside and Wilcox on the march, that they would have had enough to keep going into Richmond. That's okay. I'm just gonna stay right there. So yeah, I would have just destroyed it. He suffered no ill effects otherwise, so I'm not too worried about it. Potter was the big one because I took the one manpower loss on it, destroying it. So I will take my winnings and go home. The
Okay.
other one was very simply you had just forgotten to add the 3
Three
fatigues
fatigues.
to
Yeah.
2nd Maryland when it went to auto. So it did revert back. We have flipped that now. He's still disorganized at 1/2, and those were the only 2 that were mentioned to us that I noticed as well. So did you have anything else?
No, I did not see anything either. So yeah, I think we're good now. And yeah, I don't know of anything else.
Okay, well then I think we are ready to get underway. Again, this could be a brief episode. If I fail my morale check, then I think rightfully so. But I certainly want to see how this goes because that's why I love the Great Campaigns advanced games because you never know what that next turn is going to be like if you could survive this turn, right? All right. So let's go through our normal sequence of play. We've done our random events. I've got a Union Night March. Should I get to that? But Grant is really ineffective for that right now. So let's go into our leader transfer phase and let's see if I want to move anybody. I believe I am going to move Grant and Hancock down to Gibbon. Get them back into place there. And yeah, Sedgwick is a 3. Yeah, still can't abandon Ricketts. Got to hold his hand all the way to nursery school. Warren. Warren's going to come up to Robinson. Burnside is going to come over to Potter. And I believe those are my movements. So over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna move Lee. He's gonna come down to AP Hill.
I'm shocked and stunned by this move.
I guess that's it for me, I believe. Yeah, that's the only move for me.
All right. Let's see. What else we got here? Off map. I'm not even worried about off map at this point. Do you have anything? I believe your railroad units have arrived, right?
Oh, yes. Yes. Wise. So, yeah, I can't move anybody else by rail this turn. So, Wise will stop off. We'll stop at Gracie.
That's a pretty stout defense there now, so that changes the calculus a little bit.
I saw someone had asked on Consim World about the colored boxes, and the descriptions for those are in the Petersburg scenario book. If
Oh,
people are
good.
wondering why that has colors,
Good.
they're not in the Grant Takes Command book because I don't believe they come into play. But that's it for that, I believe.
Okay.
That's off map.
All right. Let's see. We got county control. Still no change to that. No attachments for me. Do you have any
Let's see.
attachments?
Yeah, I'm not attaching anybody.
Okay, so we are onto the action cycle. I'm going to roll the action cycles, beginning first initiative for us. So, as always, sir, good luck to you.
Well, good luck to you as well.
Thank you. Here we go. Union left, Confederate right. It's yours. Off you go, sir.
I keep changing my mind how to do this, but I think we'll just take our time. AP Hill will take Anderson to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. 6. Here's his extend march. He's okay. No modifier on. he goes 1, 2, could attack on the march. Do I want to do that? Which I think I'm going to do. +3 attack.
Good 1-2 punch.
Now let's see if I can disorganize him and fatigue him out. +3 is a 5. So you could do some damage to me.
Could do some damage. Let's see what I get. Oh, it's an even.
Yeah, okay.
So what do we get on that? I just
I'm
go
a
to
6. So I lose a manpower. It cost me a manpower, 3 points.
D. Okay. So we'll move you up by 1.
He's going to be done for the day.
And he's going to take 3. 1, 2, 3, and flip.
He's already disorganized, so he's just going to lose a manpower when he's disorganized. But
I have an option here for a retreat if I wish, but
yes,
there's no road connecting, so I don't have to worry about that if I were to go into Burnside's hex. So I think I'm better suited to come on in and join Burnside there. Build up that a little bit. Yeah.
And that's everything on that. So initiative, it's yours.
This is one of those moments where it's like, I kind of just need to let you do what you're going to do down there. There's not much I can do to improve it. We'll try to improve the odds here a little bit. Stevenson will march. Here's his movement straight up. Great march. Extended march. Also
Ouch.
Yeah. So he's +1 for being Union. That is a 7 on 12. That requires looking up. 7 on 12. It's 2 manpower losses.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Well, you had a job, sir. And your job is to go there. Okay. Initiative. It's mine again. Okay. 9th Corps Artillery is going to march. And they're going to put up a flanks refused. But we have to do an extended march for them. And they're okay. Alright, initiative. It's yours.
I'm going to take sub 1 to fatigue 1. Be a die roll +1. He can go 6 hexes. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to go 1 more to there. Initiative, yours.
I'll have Warren activate the 5th Corps. Here's their movement +1. It's 5. He's going to transfer to Griffin. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Robinson will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Crawford go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative, yours.
Okay. Well, or take E. Johnson to fatigue 2. Here's his movement roll +1 because he's cut off now from Mule. Go 3 hexes. He's going to do a min move to there. Oh, he needs to roll for extended march. Going to do that regardless. He's still okay. Initiative, yours.
I'll activate Getty. Here's his movement straight up. Nice move.
Wow.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Getty will go to 2. Here's his movement straight up. Another 6. Wow. Here's his extended march +1. Too many 6s. Need to stop.
So it's a 7.
Yes, 7 on 16. He's going to lose 2, I believe. 1, 2. He'll go to there. Initiative. Mine again. Sheridan will activate J.I. Greg. And they'll march. Get 10. They'll go 1, 2 to there. They have 8 remaining. We'll just stop there. Initiative. Possible end of turn. Alright. I will attempt to extend it. So I need a 1, 2, or 3. I get it. So it is now your initiative.
Oh, it's my initiative. Okay. Activate Wilcox. Here's his movement. 8. Here's his extend march. No modifier. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 movement points remaining. What would Sheridan like to do?
He will do a fatigue and do a cavalry retreat. So here's the. I got a. See, I'm normal size. I got a creek in my favor, so it's +1 to this roll.
Yep, +1. Yep.
Okay, so it's 5, so he'll lose 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll stay at 4. Okay.
What do I want to do with those 2 movement points? He'll go 1, 2 to Bethlehem Church. Initiative. Mine. Take sub 1 to fatigue 2. Here's this movement. 2. Here's his extend march. Okay, but he can only go 2 hexes. Unless I force march him. Which I'm going to do. So he's going to flip. Here's his march. He goes additional 5, so he started off with 2. He's going to get to go 7 with 6 or more. So yeah, he loses 2 manpower. That was unfortunate in many different ways. But he can now go 7. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to Anderson. Initiative. Mine again with double 4s. I don't like marching these guys this much, but he's going to activate both Early and E. Johnson. Here's their movement. It's 5. You'll stay with Early. No extend march needed for him. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's E. Johnson's extend march, which is going to be, he's exhausted, T3 +1.
Yep.
5, so he's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and use that little road to go 5, Turner's Tavern. Initiative, yours.
Come up here a little bit. I'll have Gibbon activate. And here's his march +1. It's 5. Alright, well, we'll just go there. Initiative. Mine again. Gibbon will attempt an assault on 2nd Maryland. So here's the assault attempt. It comes off. +1 assault. +2 tactical. You are a fort, which is 1.5 times. Versus 12, which is what? 1.5, 6, 7,
8.
8. So 8 to 1. So that's a +7. You have 3 pieces rolling, I believe, so that's a -1. So I see 10 up, 1 down.
Yep, final +9.
+9, okay. Here's the roll, +9, attack! It's 14.
I think he's going to die. He does.
Okay. Another manpower.
And he's just going to be deleted.
Okay. Capture Hanover Junction and move in. Initiative, it's yours.
Well, I don't see the point of having the 1st Maryland getting killed. So we'll take him to fatigue 1. Loses his entrenchments. 2 dice. +1, I think, for Confederate cav.
Yeah.
4, 5. They've been sitting there too long. I'll have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Mine again. Seems kind of silly. Try to save 3 points, but we'll take them to fatigue 2. 2 dice plus 1. 6. Horses are tired. That's enough to get them where I want them to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Safety of Ashland. Initiative. Mine again. Okay. Guess there's no point in Longstreet. 12 manpower. Yeah. Don't want to get involved in a battle there. So we'll take Field to 1. Kershaw, fatigue 1. There's their movement to MP at 8. There we go. Longstreet will go with Field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kershaw will follow along behind. Initiative. Yours.
I'll have Barlow do a strategic move. Expend 2 fatigues for him. 1, 2. And he can go 12 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, initiative. It's yours.
I'm going to pass.
I'll have sub 1 give up its entrenchments and also do a strategic march. I'll get 2. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Initiative. Mine. Sub 1 will go to 3. Here's movement. Here's extended march plus 1. One job. Okay, okay. We'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. It's yours if you want.
Oh, man, I keep looking at stuff. I just don't. I'll pass.
I'll have Barlow go to 3 because I'm stupid. Movement. There you go. Extended march. Flips. It's fine. At least it'll be consistent. 1, 2, 3. Right. Initiative. Mine again. What have I got up here? I'll have Kitching do a strategic movement. I'll take 2 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Initiative. Mine again. Horse artillery will do the same. And they'll come down right adjacent to him. Initiative. Mine. Or yours, if you want.
I'll continue to pass.
Okay. Wilson will activate Chapman. Here's the movement. Plus 1. 6. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to McIntosh. Initiative. Presume pass.
Pass, yeah.
I'll move right. Straight up. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll stop there. Initiative.
Pass.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else I need to do down here. I'll have Bernie march. Come out of his entrenchments. Here's movement. 5. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Pass.
Okay. Take Bernie to 2. Here's movement. Boo! Right there. Initiative.
I'll take Rhodes to fatigue 1. He loses his fort. Here's his movement. 4. They'll go down the Virginia Central Railroad. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Mine. Take roads to fatigue. 2. Here's his movement. 3. Dang it. Now, go this way. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Yours.
I'll move Davies with Greg. Here's movement +1. It's 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative, yours.
Well, F. Lee will take Wickham to fatigue 1. Here's his movement. 9?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'll take him to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. 12, 14 hexes. Okay, he's going to head north. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Initiative. Yours.
Raiders, huh? Alright. Ferrero will leave a sub behind and leave Bowling Green. Go hunting. So HQ, pull out sub. I'm gonna leave 3 behind and 1 piece of artillery. Alright, so Ferrero will march. Here's movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there.
That's why I didn't go to Upper Zion.
Initiative, yours.
Okay, we'll take F. Lee to Wickham, fatigue 3. Here's his movement. 9 plus 2 is 11. Here's his extended march. He is okay. The whole point of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there, means he'd have 6 remaining, which would be, he could make a normal attack, which he will attempt. So you have 3 ratio, 3 ratio, so tactical's +2, Creek is a -1, so a final of a +1.
That's what I see.
So +1. This might be crazy, but I want to do something fun. Oh!
Pull out their sharps carbines and oh!
Oh!
Somebody coming across the creek, sir.
Oh, that's a 1 DR for me. Oh well, that was fun to try.
Okay, so -4 is 1 DR. Okay, so you lose 1. And I'm guessing nothing.
Lost 3 manpower this time.
Nothing for me. Yeah.
Oh well, I've been staring at it. And I decided to try.
I was wondering.
Okay, initiative. Mine. Pass.
Well, Ferrero's got to take advantage of that. So he'll go to 2. Here's movement. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I will cav retreat out of there.
Okay. And you get -1 because you're at fatigue 4.
Yeah. Further away by road. But then he's getting into the whole.
Yes. You
So
close to
I'm gonna
surrender.
override.
Yeah, so you can override that first.
And go
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I don't think they lose cav retreats.
They never
don't
lose, right? Yeah, unless you're forced into mine.
Yeah, so he's going to go to there because further away.
Out of Zoc.
Further away.
Yep.
Out of Zoc. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there.
Okay. All right, initiative. It's end of turn. I will not contest it.
I will not either.
Okay. So let me see if I've got any foraging to do. I believe I do.
Oh, do you? I thought you were all caught up.
No, my artillery guys over here don't know how to pick berries. So,
Oh, okay.
in Louisa Courthouse, we got a 1, 2, or 3. They do. And then under Wadsworth, the artillery reserve 2, 1, 2, or 3. They do. And I believe those were the only 2 left.
I think so, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So we are ready to do a sunshine recovery. Let me advance the turn marker. And I did not use my Union Night March, sadly, but that's okay. And we are now on turn 24. So this will be our big strategic session.
Big cycle, okay.
Yep. So let's do our random event. Since I rolled the first initiative, I'll let you roll the random event.
Okay. 2 dice on the table is an 11, which is no effect, star, star. Convert to command paralysis if Lee is currently sick. He's not sick.
He's not sick, so we got nothing this turn. Excellent. Okay. Lita transfers. Let's see what we got here. I have no changes.
I don't think I'll be moving anybody either.
Okay. I believe, let's see. Off map. No off map for me. Anything for you?
Well, let's see. I probably should be doing something, shouldn't I? But I don't know what it would be. No, I'm not going to do anything off map. I think leave everybody where they are for now.
Okay. County control. Well, Hanover County is now
Yes, that's
reverted
yours
over
now.
to me, so we'll get some points for that later. Attachment phase. I have an attachment. All right. So sub 1 is going to join Barlow and give him 4 manpower. All right. Sub 1 disappears, or he goes back to the HQ. Sub 1. Check. All right. That is my only attachment.
I'll attach sub 1 to Anderson. So that's going to be 4 increase in manpower. So that's going to be 12 when he's done. Okay, so that's done. Guess I'll leave Johnson separate from Ramseur in Ashland. And so that's it for me.
All right. So the action cycle.
I did random, so you can do the action cycle.
Here's the action cycle. It's yours.
Okay. AP Hill will activate Anderson to fatigue 2, so he'll need to extend march. Here's his movement. It's 8. Well, that changes what I'm going to do. AP Hill and Lee will transfer to them. Extend march. He's okay. 1, 2 to there. I think we'll attack on the march here. Type is a +1. Tactical is a +2. I see a final flank of a +3. And artillery is going to be a -1. So it's going to be 6 up and 1 down for a final of a +5.
+5.
+5. 10.
And here's defense. So it is a +6. +6 on 7. So I'm going to lose 2 DR on that. So 1, 2. It's going to go demoralized. Get 3 fatigues. And I will take those. Okay. And he now must go farther away, but it's overland, no road, so he's going to take another manpower loss. And we'll do that. So back up to 39. So that's 1. And then out of Zoc, farther away by road. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 to there. Okay. Hex is yours if you like.
If I were to take it, I'm out of range of Heath, aren't I? So we'll stay there. Initiative. Yours.
I'll have Burnside activate Potter, and they will dig in. Initiative. Mine again. Sedgwick will activate Ricketts to 1. Here's the movement plus 1. It's 3. They will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Torbert will activate the first cav. They will go to 1. They will leave their entrenchments. Here's movement. 6. They will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Yours.
You'll activate Rhodes. Here's his movement, plus 2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. Mine. AP Hill will activate Heath. Here's his movement. 3. Hill and Lee will transfer back to him. And they'll just do a min move to there. Initiative. Mine. Yeah, I'll take Anderson to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. It's 4. Here's his extend, which is going to be a plus 1. He's okay. So he's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. Yours.
Well, this is a pickle.
Good news is there's got nowhere to go.
He's got nowhere to go, so yeah, we need a breakout mission here. Alright. So I'm going to activate all 3 of Burnside's units for an assault. So Hunton has, currently he's at Fort 2, so he's 6 manpower, and then adds the fort stuff. So he gets 6, he's a 7, and then 4 pieces of artillery. So I'd need 6 pieces of artillery to come in, and that would work. So, okay. So yes, Burnside will attempt an assault on Hunton. So here's the assault attempt. It comes off with all pieces.
Wow.
I'm as stunned as you. Alright, so we got +1 for assault. Tactical is the same. Ratio is now 19 to 7. So that's 2 to 1, right?
Right, so the ratio is +1.
So I got a +1 ratio. And then I've covered artillery. So that's all I see. Don't have a flank, so I just see a +2 attack.
So yeah, it's a final of a +2.
Okay, so here's +2 attack. Come on, Burnside, this is your moment. Man. I think
so that's a -4?
Yeah, Burnside finally reaches his potential. -4 on 18 or 19. 19. -4. So it's 3D. I think between that and what's about to happen, I think we have ended. As those soothsayers out there online pointed out that, oh, you made it to Richmond, you're going to die inside of it. And I did. So let's go to 42 losses there. And they're all going to be D'd out. Now I do lose the flanks refused because they all participated. So there you go. Initiative, it's mine. There's just no saving him now. So I think we are about to. We may even just save us the trouble of doing the strategic segment here. Because if I lose Burnside, that's all she wrote. Which I can't believe any Union general ever said. If we lose Burnside, our great strategic plan is over. Let's see, what can I make out of this here? Let's get the 5th Corps moving. So we are going to fatigue level 1. Here's movement 4. Warren will take point, so he'll get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Crawford will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Robinson will go 1, 2. There you go. Initiative, yours.
Yeah, might as well do this now. I don't think there's anything I can
Yeah, I
add
think
to
you
this.
can close that door completely. So let's see what happens.
Let's take him to fatigue. Heath to fatigue 2. Here's an assault attempt on Burnside's hex. Does come off.
With gusto.
Lee will attempt the grand assault. He can bring in 4 hexes.
Everybody. Everybody.
So let's see.
Boy, this is cinematic. I want to see this happen.
You have 9 pieces. So I would have to bring in 11 if I can. Get rid of that. 11 if I bring in everybody. Which would also give me a manpower of 39, which would give me...
That would just give you the 2 to 1, just barely.
That just give me a 2 to 1. So I'll bring in everybody. So the type's going to be a +1. AP Hill's tactical is going to be a +2. And a Lee bonus of a +1. I now have all 6 hexes covered. So the final flank is a +4. There is no terrain. So now we just got to double check everything with artillery first. 11 pieces of artillery. And as you said, you have 9. So it's a +2, which covers my artillery. So I get a ratio of +1. So that's going to be 1, 3, 4, 8, final +9.
There's no hope of me not losing to surrender, so.
Okay, here we go. Going to be 13.
Okay. So can I get a +7 differential? No. Okay. So it's 11. So I'm going to lose on 18.5, rounded in your favor. So 6 DR off the top.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll take 3 from Potter and 3 from Wilcox. And the retreat's going to be horrible too, because all of them are going to lose on the first one at that. So let's give you 6 off the top for that. It goes to 48 manpower losses. Now we go, our highest priority is 4, so that's going to be another 6 manpower losses. So I'm going to lose the 9th artillery completely. That's deleted, and then the other 2 are going to lose 2 each. 1, 2. Alright, so they lose 2 off that, so that's 6 total more manpower. So I'm going to go to 54. Keeping it straight here. And then they go here, which is farther away, but it is by road now. Hooray! That's 2. And then 3. And then I will use the override to prevent loss. 4 to there. And then I can still go more. I will do 5 and 6 to there. Escape the Ring of Forts. The hex is yours.
I'll move Anderson into the hex.
Great attack. Great setup. Great attack.
And I think that'll do it for me on that. Initiative. Mine. I'm going to pass.
And I'm going to pass my sword over to you, and we're gonna call this one done. So we're approaching 2 hours here, and I've got some other things to do today. So this actually works out pretty well. We don't need to sweat out the strategic cycle or anything. I think this is a bridge too far. Let's first we'll look at the current score, and we'll just make sure our spreadsheets and everything for the point values are correct, even though it is officially a surrender. But I want to make sure, just so we can see how bad of a hole I dug. And then we're gonna, if you've got a couple minutes, we'll talk about the session and the overall campaign. And then I want to respond in kind to some of the folks out there who voice opinions on some of the choices that were made on this, because I think they're correct in some ways, and some of it historically I'm like, well, I'm kind of doing what the Union wanted to do. But then we will set up and prepare to swap sides, and we'll of course engage with everybody. I hope we see a healthy discussion out on social media or on the comments section for this. But first, let's say goodbye to the numbers. Let's see if our spreadsheets match. I show Union losses now at 54.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Confederate losses at 15. So that
Okay,
is
that was the
108 to 45. Wow. When you say it like that, Patrick. So that is what, negative 63?
yes.
And then I had positive 18 points,
Hmm.
and that was going to approach, so that brings me to negative 45. So let's see what that is officially here. Anything less than 19 is a Confederate decisive. So the narrative is spun that after much rain, let's look back at the whole of this. You can see we had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 days of rain. So that was a huge bedeviling factor for Union movement. And then, of course, the rest of the time it's like 1, 2. So movement was hard in this one. Definitely. That's logistically, there's just no two ways about it when you're doing mud marching. It does affect both sides equally, but for the defender, it's always good to have rain, I think. Um,
Yes. The rain, multiple early into turns, especially there in the beginning,
yes.
which shortened your didn't get very far, which gave me a chance to recover my guys. I think that was, if there's a turning point, that was the crucial, those two factors.
And I think for the first 5 or 6, maybe just the first 4 or 5 of end of turn attempt to extend, Grant failed those. And it was really
Yes.
only just a couple of them that I was like, okay, when I didn't really need it, but, I got that, hey, okay, he finally did it. So when he didn't need to, he was more likely to extend the turn. That's definitely hard, but you've got to roll with that and just kind of make the best of it as you can. But command paralysis was certainly a factor for you, although not as much. I mean, you were reacting to me, yes, but if I'm not marching very far and your command paralysis is having a net differential that is not a factor, well, then it's not the
Right.
worst thing ever. Yeah.
Yeah. It turned out to be. I think there was only a couple of places where I really wanted that pip that I wasn't getting. But other than that, it seemed like I made up for it with normally good die rolls. So
Very
I was
much
still
so.
rolling
Yeah.
fives and sixes.
Yeah.
So losing that one was like, okay, I don't need it anyway. So it wasn't that big of a deal. I was able to get where I needed to be, and that was a
My
huge difference.
2 Union night marches, the first one failed horribly when I
Oh yeah, that
desperately
was
needed
crucial.
it. Yeah.
That
Uh,
was like, oh wow, okay.
and
Because I
then
was kind of realizing as I was reading it, okay, this is, you could really mess with me if you get that, and you didn't. And I was like, wow.
And then last turn
It's,
I had it, but I was not really in a place to exploit it because Grant really was focused on Hanover Junction. So, all told, let's talk about big strategy. And some of the comments online were that they questioned my spreading out too much. I thought that that was out of necessity with that fifth corps saying, "Well, let's try a double envelopment." Even though I wasn't really doing like a pincher to try to squeeze you. I was just trying to definitely spread out your line to give that interior line a lot to respond to back and forth. But because you were getting the movement and because I was getting the slows, you were able to, in most cases, set up a good defense in each case. So I don't know that that was the worst choice ever. I just think that because of many of the random event factors, I was not able to execute it as well as I hoped to on paper. What do you think?
there was a point where I was at the North Anna River where I was thinking I've got to get some good movement and get south because you had completely swung around and you took the bridge at Hanover Courthouse, but I was able to get rail movement down there just in time. I got good movement. Was able to get around Sedgwick and Warren, and then you were a little spread out, so I was able to get some really good flank attacks and get great roll. If you get 5 units in a row, and you're rolling fives and sixes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like any little crack in that armor suddenly becomes it just becomes a disaster. And then I rolled, I think, fives and sixes on my assaults. I'm
Well,
trying to think if I failed any of my assault attempts. I think I only failed
no,
one.
I think one. Well, the one that left you, we had the cliffhanger where he failed it, and then I
Mm.
actually I think you in both of the cliffhangers where you were setting up the one on Sedgwick and it failed. I was like, phew. And then the one with AP Hill on Burnside the first time, those were both sixes. So,
Yeah.
but I think you don't typically give the losing player the MVP award nominations, but I think Burnside was my MVP on this one. I think the whipping boy on this one, sadly, was Sedgwick, because he really was the turning point in both cases. When he crossed the North Anna with Ricketts the first time, and you managed to just get that wonderful string, and you clapped him the first time, then that led into the very next episode where I was just struggling to bring the fifth chord to death and just try to get that cohesion so I could build the line, and we
Yeah.
were chasing each other's flanks, and you just kept
Oh, right.
you
Yeah.
kept getting it, and that was truly I think for the whole campaign, that was the turning point. Was all of this chasing here
Yep.
around Beaver Dam and Zion Church, where just I was trying to get some momentum, and you were just keeping it going. And so all of the stuff where that whole left flank was just being so rigid for you, and I just couldn't turn it as well as I wanted to, because my plan was just start working some of these roads down through Hanover County, and
Right.
you
Yeah.
managed to stop
That's
them
right.
completely. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I saw, and that was what my concern was, that you would get, pushed to Berkeley and then or Hanover Academy, and I'd be surrounded. I have to fight my way out, and yeah, we were chasing flanks, and I won it again with some good nits and some good attack rolls.
Uh,
The one thing I think that jumps out at me in this when I switch is I think I'm just going to park Ricketts somewhere and just let him
yeah. Put
sit.
him on rear duty. Yeah, guard duty. Yeah.
Because that guy is just you end up having to do what you had to do, which is you had to keep Sedgwick with him, and that just really I could just see you being handcuffed by that several times. It was like, I want to, you can't move Sedgwick.
Yeah, he kept stumbling into it, and it's like, ugh.
Yep.
And you were starting to
Yeah.
exploit that too. You were surrounding him, and then you
Yeah.
just
I was looking for it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, where is he?
Yeah.
I know some people in the start of the game were saying, I kind of let you get into the wilderness and out because I cannot play that. I'm looking at that section of the map. I cannot play it at all. I don't get it. I think you've clobbered me through our basic scenarios that were in there. I've been clobbered by other players. Doesn't matter whether it's Stonewall's last battle or this one. I just get clobbered if I go in as the Confederate player. I just don't know how to play it. Obviously, other people do, but I don't. I don't get it. So I just stayed out. I conceded it to you right from the beginning. I said, okay, I'm gonna catch you south of the wilderness.
I don't think that's a bad tactical decision, because I don't like fighting in the wilderness either, but just for different reasons, because it nullifies so many potential advantages because of zones of control and flanks and artillery. So it's not worth it. I mean, it's better for the defender, of course, but I'm the same way. So we will see what happens when we switch sides. I think my takeaway from this, if I had to do over again, I don't think the racing out, to quote some people online, I don't think moving too fast, too far forward. Conversely, on that though, I think I would do a better job of protecting the rear area, the Culpeper, the stuff, because of Mosby Raider, because it's going to happen.
Getting that twice.
So I think on the whole, the two shortcomings that I have for this one that I will certainly look to better when I play the Union again on this one is logistics. Supply clearly is trying to work the map so that you most effectively get coverage. A lot of that is in moving parts, so you just have to take it as it comes. I liked what I ended up doing by putting the landing depot at Caroline, because that gave me a lot of stuff around it. So that was out of necessity, but losing 2 supply depots immediately because of Mosby was hard. Also, the off-map stuff, I will certainly go back and critically review that stuff, because I think you're going to have a chance to better exploit it now. I just think that it's folly to try to take some of these big spots there, and those units are better put on boats and just get them out of there and bring them over, And I wanted to, but every time I wanted to, I was like, okay, I'll do that towards the end of the turn. Oh, turn's over, So it's like, I never got to.
And a key thing we missed an important rule is you have the option. You were active. We didn't know it. We both missed it. So you could have marched into Port Wathel
Oh, from the beginning, right?
from
Yeah,
the beginning.
yeah,
You had that option, and that's 3 points per. So that would have given you another. And also now you're threatening Drury's Bluff,
yeah.
which puts you in position to jump onto the south map in what would be a really terrible spot for the Confederates south of Richmond with nothing, with nobody there.
Absolutely, yeah. So that
So
big big goof.
that rule error was pretty, and that's on both of us. That would change the game pretty dramatically.
And I'm sure it will in the next play.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not going to concede you on it. What I was looking at yesterday when I was going over the spreadsheet is what I was thinking for you this turn would have been actually is to pull Burnside back immediately,
yeah,
and go to the White House and get those points, and then send Warren over to Goochland
yes,
Courthouse
yes,
and take that,
yeah.
and basically just fall back for now, consolidate, and then and hope to get past these in-game turns, and then make a big advance to try to get as many divisions as you could close to Richmond. Was how I saw.
Yeah, I will admit that had you not gotten that first initiative to set up all that stuff, that was the plan for Burnside, was to try to. But you got Stevenson on the march, which hurt.
Yeah,
Because that was my escape route, and I was going to pull them back. I don't know if I was going to go all the way down to White House Station, but certainly, I had succeeded in breaching the defenses of Richmond, but as soon as I ceded them to you, I knew that there was, I'd have to approach from a different angle. That's why I was considering Warren down here, but also I was trying to take advantage of some of the stuff that you had pulled those back. I was like, okay, well, I can start moving Warren one of these ways down here. But yeah, the Goochland stuff, that's certainly not. I mean, that's 5 points per as well. So if I had taken advantage of that and Hanover Courthouse, that's 15 points per. So that's 4 strategic cycles potentially. That would have gotten me, yeah, 80 something points.
80 points. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was able to get you cornered.
yeah.
and and so now it's a very big goal.
Oh, true. Yeah. I mean, no amount of victory points, positive victory points, is going to offset the hole that I dug for myself. So, lessons were learned. You're always going to have an advantage. I think the Confederate player does, just because of various and sundry tactical modifiers, which, again, that debate looms large on social media about this system. I think most of them are appropriate. It's just, if the Union is caught unawares or just suffers against a string of initiatives, you're gonna surround and you're gonna exploit, and that's just the nature of the beast. So I probably should have been a little more cautious and consolidated in some of those movements. It gave you last turn. It certainly gave you something to think about by having Burnside make a 12-mile march in 2 months.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that. It caught me totally by surprise. I was starting to think, if he gets lucky, he could potentially destroy that depot, and now it's a brand new ball game because you have destroyed a depot, and then what do I do? Because my depot is being in Ashland is being, I don't know where you put a depot then. Anyway, I had a great time doing this. I'm looking forward to switching. I've got to take a lot of things into consideration.
I'm definitely going to go through all the advanced rules again. There are less so, of course, from a Confederate side. I have a pretty good idea of how I need to counter you, but you do, certainly do go through and prepare for all of that. And I know you will. We will close the books on this one after 11 sessions. I want to thank everybody. That includes even the developers and designers, Joe Balkowski, Ed Beach, Chris Withers. Alberto, thank you for this phenomenal Vassal module that has made it so simple for us. And we will turn the tables here and come back and we'll reset scenario 9 once again. I will take the Confederates. And to you, gentle viewers, thank you for your continued support and patience and encouragement through all of this. Please, we would love to, this is the last episode for this first series, so now is your chance to put all your thoughts down there in the comments section. That's what it's there for. We get few people, but everybody else is shy, and we get the thumbs, so it's like, okay, well, I guess they approve, but I'd love to know what you're thinking on this, especially if you've played it or if you're currently playing it on the table or on Vassal, however that works. But Roger, congratulations to you, sir. I doff my cap, I hand my sword, and this was a very good victory for you and the Confederates this time. And I'm only hoping that I'm as lucky in my dice rolling for next time. Boo! Because I was certainly unlucky this time, and I need to approach some equilibrium at some point in my life. Any final thoughts before we go?
No, I look forward to our next sessions, and I've got to, as you said, I've got to dig into the advanced game rules and really study the off-map stuff and see if I can understand it.
I have no doubt that you and I will be much more engaged in the Valley and in the Bermuda 100 in the future games. So, well, then I will catch you. We'll set up a time offline, and everybody else, thank you so much. Click that like and subscribe as we ask you one last time for this series, and I'm showing you our current financial supporters. They have been wonderful in kicking in bucks here and there. It's fall. It's our fall drive. If you want to get your name up there, now's your time. And you too will get that PBS tote bag. But thank you to everybody who has so far. You've been very, very kind and generous with your support. And Roger, until we meet again, sir, congratulations.
Yep. Have a good week. Bye-bye.